That is really comfy, but not for long. Do you know why? Because I have some stuff in here and we're gonna build my project Caddy. That means we will build the V6 3.2 liter Audi TT engine to my Caddy MK3. That is originally a 2 liter diesel. So with this build, we're gonna install firstly the engine component, because normally every people just do a straight fit, but I would like to build up my engine firstly, then we're gonna fit all of this stuff into it, including some RS bumper will be for the future. I'm gonna make in a hybrid bumper. Also some interior upgrade as well. That is the TT seats, Touran dashboards, cardboards and center consoles. We have some stuff which is a steering wheel upgrade, lowering kit, also the clutch kit, starlights, induction kit, the new mirrors, and of course need a custom exhaust. In this kit we not just build the engine and the show caddy, we're gonna build up the whole suspension stuff into it as well, because I don't want to make a caddy just faster. I would like to stop as well if I have to. So that means we will fit the Audi suspension parts into the caddy as well. So let's get started. The engine disassembled, and then we will see how it goes. So for future episodes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hope you will like it, and please come with me for this long journey. Let's get started to the engine. As I said previously, everyone else is just do a straight fit. I don't want to be any problem for the future, so we will disassembling this engine and then check in how about the chain condition, a thermostat, a water pump, and also the clutch kit. Because the chain is loose, I want to be sure that is turn it over. So for firstly, I'm gonna turn in the engine. Okay, looks like it's turning without any issue or locking. That means for me the engine is not seized, because it goes quite easy. So good to know. Well, so here is the Duamas flywheel and the clutch plate. So that means it's too much movement. Also, if I check in the release bearing, hope you can hear it, that is definitely gone. So that's one reason why we have to do this disassembling. And also, the funniest thing is, as you can see, 6-cylinder, and I have 5 spark plug. What does mean? Don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you have any idea. And the chain
it's not too loose, but it's definitely time to change it. So,
well, that's the reason why I just don't want to be fit straight into the engine bin and start it up, because after all, I definitely have to remove it and replace these things. So sometimes, you know, spend more time on it, it's definitely worth it.
So the next job is we have to remove the flywheel and the timing cover plus the thermostat, and then we could see the whole timing chain underneath. And hopefully I didn't find any issue, because that is more than enough for me, and our store is gonna be gone. So as I said, that's the reason why I don't want to fit into it. So let's get started to remove the engine cover. Okay, so in here we can see the original timing kit on it. You can see here the Volkswagen emblem, which means OEM. So on this type of engine is so weird, because basically the timing chain kit normally on the auxiliary side, but this one is on the gearbox side. So that's why we're gonna replace both in the same time. Also, you can see here the cylinder head gasket, which is absolutely fine in here. That's the reason why. And then the chain looks like loose because we have a tensioner in here, and if you focus in here, when I'm push it down, it gets tight. So the tensioner originally sits on a cover. In that case, we try to avoid to jump on any of these. So we're gonna use 2 cable tie, which is holding into the guides, and tie them in together, because as you can see here now, it's completely loose, but if I tie them in, it's gonna be tight. So that's the first thing which we have to do. The other side is, you can see here, the thermostat housing, which is definitely get a hard life. So let's go back to the timing side. So on the auxiliary side, we have a crank wheel, and also you can see here 2 type of notches. They has to line up. Then after all, you are on TDC. Finally, you can fit here the camshaft locking tool, and then remove the chain. So the timing is off, but before we fit back all in together, I have to remove the camshaft, because as I said previously, I would like to replace the hydraulic lifters, which is underneath. So that's why it's a little bit tricky, and if you don't know how you could do this job, just ask anyone else who's know better than you, because we have to remove the tool and then remove 2 shafts actually. Then we have to fit back as on TDC point. If you remove both, make sure you're not gonna mix it up. Easiest way, there is a number on the end, which is 14. Here is 13. So make sure you're not gonna mix it up. So let's change the hydro lifters. So here we can see all of the rollers and 2 camshafts. That's why I said don't mix it up anything, because it has to goes back as it was before. And also they are the hydro lifters. I already removed one, but we're gonna replace all of them. I wanted to demonstrate you about what is the issue and what is the reason. Maybe we will get a tapping noise, because I try to press it together and this one is not moving at all, rather than the new one, which if I try to press it, you could see a little movement. So that means that hydro lifters, it maybe makes some noise, like ticking noise, if I'm gonna leave him them. So that's the reason why I would like to change all of them. But also I would like to clean up a little bit of the engine. It doesn't really look too bad, to be fair. It's just a used engine. So basically no water, no any damage seen, and not fully loaded by carbon, which is a good sign too. Right, in here the old VVT chain kit and guides tensioner, and here is the new one. So I'm recommended to change everything else on the timing chain kit to avoid the future issues. We're gonna replace the thermostat and housing too. So I have a new temperature sensor which is fit into it, and we have a blanket plug which I have to install to the new housing. And also on the lower section it's not comes with this housing, so we have to use the old cover or cap in it, but that is not an issue at all. So here is the old one on the left side and the new one to the right side. Let's install the timing chain kit together. So we're gonna start up firstly the lower kit. So this is the oil pump, and the little sprocket got a little notch. It has to be goes in there, because if it's not going in, it's gonna break your timing. The other thing is, you see the little bridge there too? I already marked in here, so got a little triangle notch or marking symbol which you have to follow. That one, if it sits on it, it has to be like 12 o'clock. So what we're gonna do for firstly is we're gonna fit this one in, and then the lower chain, which is here. This is a non-marked chain, so you don't have to worry. The other thing you have to do is feed the guide in with the chain, and then try to snag on to there, and make sure the lock is here, because that is the tensioner. I literally tied up everything on the torque. So this is 60 Newton, 60 Newton and 90 degree. That one is same 60 and 90 degree. And here you can see it's still lined up the little notch inside the chain. These are lined up too, because basically this arrow is face up to there, the other arrow is face up to there. Between those two has 16 roller. Also in here we have a grooved or faded teeth, which is white. Hope you can see there too. That is lined up as well. These marks just for safety. And then if one goes down in here, the plate is coming out without any tension or tension. Then the bottom section of the crank pulley is still lined up too. So that means the timing it's not gonna be issue at all for the future. And if you remember, the chain was loose when we started the job. Now it's spot on, it's not moving anywhere. And you know what I find more? I remove just the water pump and it comes out in pieces. And that little piece, sits right there, just like that. So that's another reason why you have to check the engine before you're installing. Just imagine we could start it up and we don't have heating or any of water or coolant circulation. So now we're gonna fit the new INA, which is a metal propped. So that is much more durable rather than the shitty plastic. So let's install it. But I don't want any more surprise, please. And of course, because we checked the top end, we would like to check the bottom end too. And also I have to clean up the sump as much as I can and also change the crank seal on both sides. And the good news is I would like to check the oil pump feed pipe actually, and that is fully cleared, which is a really good sign. But when I remove this and actually just check the rollers as well, and the bearing is gone. Oh, that one is, oh my goodness, that is completely gone. So yeah, there is not a point to leave them on. So I'm gonna change all of these. We have a new clutch kit in here, but let me explain. So I'm cleaned up the gearbox, and also we checked previously, the flywheel is gone and look how is it burned. So it's not a point to leave that on too. But the other thing is, which was surprised me as well, because I didn't check when I'm ordered, this is a solid flywheel. So you see the difference, and this one doesn't have movement. This is the single flywheel, which is even better, to be fair, because most of the petrol car just comes with solid flywheel. So for me, it's a good setup, and actually this one is plug and play. So you don't have to worry anything. If you buy the whole kit with the new bolts, just literally fit them in and you won't regret it. So let's fit these in. Clutch kit is installed. It's in the center line. All is torqued down, so we can fit back the gearbox. And because the starter comes with the engine and gearbox, I want to make sure for the future when we try to be started is that working. So only have to do is we need a jump starter, an earth positive, and then attach two wires together and hope this one will goes on. So perfectly working, so we don't need to buy a new one for this. Also, for a future design, we would like to paint the rocker cover. So I choose the gloss black, and it's heat resistant, so don't have to worry about for the future, it will be not peeling off. The engine holding together, so let me show you around a little bit. But now the cosmetics and the engine condition looks like brand new, which is kind of. We've done the timing, you know, the clutch, the thermostat, a water pump, and also the cosmetics. So this is kind of like a brand new engine. So I'm so excited to fit this one into the engine bay, and I just can't imagine how is it looking good inside when the job will be done. But basically all of the hours and time on it is absolutely worth it. So I'm really happy with this final result. And if that doesn't mean to you to follow my channel, I don't know what is, because that is just the beginning. So please do me a favor, subscribe and like this video and follow for more. Let me show you around the engine.